My friend Russell Meddin was one of the bike-sharing industry's most revered figures. He mentored professionals like myself, who would always reach back to him seeking for advice. His work in the bike-sharing world map has had a critical impact in the industry, mapping out the different bike-sharing systems that one could think of. If it exists, it must be in Russell's map, as we all used to say.
In 2009, Russell joined me in curating the bike sharing world map, eventually becoming the map's sole curator. He spent hours each day, usually over his morning coffee, adding new systems to the map. Now with over 3,000 entries, a team of bike share enthusiasts from around the world are assisting me in co-curating the newly relaunched Meddin Bike Sharing World Map. I know Russell will be proud to see this passion of his live on.
Met Russell in 2009 when we were both mildly obsessed with bike share. Russell was the first babysitter for my newborn. I had a business meeting with B-Cycle. Lee Jones and Bob Burns from B-Cycle were flying to Philadelphia to talk about teaming together for Philadelphia Bike Share. I was on maternity leave, and Russell wanted to make it happen. And so I handed him my 8-week-old, beautiful little newborn daughter and went down the street, had lunch. And I came back, and there was Russell with Naomi and her baby Bjorn, a few diapers changed. When my new bike share company, Bicycle Transit, was awarded the Philadelphia system, and it was my turn to speak at the podium in front of Mayor Nutter and a huge crowd, I was so proud to bring their attention that we all owed this moment of launching bike share in Philadelphia to Russell.
In August of 2010, I was 4 months into my career with the city, and I remember hearing my boss talk about this Meddin guy who was setting up some kind of bike share thing in a park across from City Hall. Russell had cajoled the team at B-Cycle to help him drum up support for his passion project, bringing bike share to Philadelphia. I walked over with my colleagues to see the demonstration, and as we poked and prodded the bikes in the docks, the mayor walked up. "Russell, you're not causing any trouble here, are you?" "No, sir, Mr. Mayor. I'm just trying to make sure that Philadelphia isn't the last city to get a bike share program," was his quick reply. Then he laughed his immodest, booming cackle. That same sound that immediately became recognizable to me then has become immediately recognizable to anyone who spent time in bike share.
Russell was unstoppable, and that fresh mentality brought inspiration for all relevant individuals in the bike-sharing industry. He knew everyone, and everyone would always talk about how the godfather of bike-sharing, as we would call him, had brought new ideas to shine for the local bike-sharing in some corner of the world. He was always at the center of all conferences around the globe, and you would easily hear his laughter from some room next door. In his own words, if you don't know the bike-sharing world map, you should. All internationals in the industry owe him a huge debt for informing us of the recent events in the sector. So it was a great relief to know that the legacy he created will be carried on under his name. Thank you, Russell, for all the coaching, mentorship, and the friendship.
Perfect. This is the best. Best bike to work day ever.
I'm a better person for knowing him, and I plan to spend the rest of my career continuing to create the types of community that Russell envisioned. I'm sure that there are hundreds and thousands and millions of people out there whom he impacted either directly or indirectly. Russell, you're missed.
For us, Russell was passionate about bike share, but he was especially an historian of bike share, kind of an encyclopedia. If you wanted to talk about bike share across the world, you would do that with Russell. But also he was a lot into the future, always thinking about how to grow bike share. And as you know, he was a big fan of e-bikes. And until we were able to develop 2 models of e-bike, he never gave me a break. And for a few minutes, he was happy with us when we did that. So
yeah, for these reasons, PBSC were thinking about doing something really special for Russell to honor his legacy. So more to come.
Thank you, Russell.
Thank you, Ryan.